Greetings, Republican delegates to the Greenville County Republican Party. I'm Todd Frederick, and I hope to be your next Greenville GOP chairman. We are living in some exciting yet tumultuous times with nearly 100 days into a Trump presidency. I have a word for the Never Trump people. Hopefully you've seen the need now to support President Trump, as he's fulfilled most of his campaign promises, especially with his choice of Neil Gorsuch. Unlike some, I've never supported Jeb Bush, especially since his brother helped give rise to the 8 years of Barack Obama presidency. Starting in Greenville County, it's now time to move forward. Unite the GOP and win more seats being currently held by Democrats. If elected as your new Greenville County Republican chairman, my ultimate goal is, as party chairman, is to defend, maintain, and restore U.S. and the South Carolina Constitution as the supreme law of the United States, especially not allowing for Sharia law. And I want to utilize the power of grassroots politics. Some of you are new to the party, and you might be thinking, what's grassroots politics? Well, here's an excerpt from AlitireConcept.com, which from a botanical standpoint explains grassroots. It simply says, quote, sowing seed is the cheapest and most efficient way of weed control. Grass seed is close to nothing compared in cost to herbicides and fertilizer. Sow grass seeds every few weeks on top of existing grass, and it'll grow so thick no weed can pierce through it. Why? Because of the roots. The root system is interlaced, interconnected, interwoven, and strong. Plucking a single leaf of grass is possible with a very little effort, but removing the roots is, well, more of a difficult job. A single leaf of grass is weak, but the turf itself is very strong, resilient, and resistant to all sort of trauma, and able to survive drought, and for a surprising period of time, and able to grow back rapidly when the conditions return. I will apply this literal explanation of grassroots from a botanical standpoint to the political viewpoint. This is not meant to be an exhaustive viewpoint study and all like that of grassroots, but an overview of applying it to the Greenville GOP. Back in March, we had the reorg meeting, which is a low-costing time for the party to recruit officers to retard the, quote, weeds of society. These grass seeds or precinct officers need to be, quote, sowed into the fertile soil of our party's county platform, being enriched by the moral, religious, cultural, and social conservatism that we hold to. Our Judeo-Christian values, Bill of Rights, the U.S. and South Carolina constitutions are the bedrock of our GOP platform. Our party's strength lies within the powers of being delegated to the 151 precinct leaders. When, quote, grassroots at the precinct level are united and intertwined, it becomes a stronger organization and is less permeable by the socialists and their ilk. If I become your party chairman, I will work to utilize the, quote, grassroots political power that the executive committeemen have as their right to wield. Thus, the Greenville County Republican Party decisions will be made at the precinct level, and we'll be using less committees. We will, as much as possible, present resolutions and planks for the platform to the executive committeemen for an up or down vote. Let me ask this, how many resolutions have been turned in by precinct executive officers, perhaps yourself, which has then been tabled by a 4 to 6 panel subcommittee, never to be heard from again? The entire resolutions process needs to be reviewed to improve ways in which more resolutions can be presented in a timely fashion for a vote by the executive committeemen of the precincts of Greenville County. Under my chairmanship, I'll work with the current leadership to present resolutions and planks for the platform to the executive committeemen for an up or down vote. Therefore, the executive committeemen and presidents, as they may be called on to serve in place of the executive committeemen and absentia, will have more control and authority to initiate any well thought out resolution and or plank, which will be reviewed, questions be given, pre-approved at the precinct level, and thus be giving the originators of the proposed resolutions more hope that their resolution proposals will be given consideration. Furthermore, the executive committeemen and or their presidents will take back the authority, in this case be given back the authority, from the 4 to 6 panel subcommittees and experience the true grassroots movement at the precinct level in the Greenville County Republican Party. By creating a better method of presenting proposals for resolutions and or planks, we will give the power and usefulness of executive committeemen back where it should belong. People who are prevented from being an active part of the GOP will just find other things to do and leave the party. We've been witnessing this happening over the past 4 to 6 years, with the numbers of the party membership dropping by some 35 to 78%, down to 328 delegates this year from previous times of between 500 to 1,500. That's unacceptable. So my goal as your next chairman is to transfer power back to the precinct officers by expediting proposals, utilizing modern communication technologies, and giving more involvement opportunities at the precinct level. Whereas in doing so, we will empower the Greenville GOP precinct leaders and make our numbers great again. And I'm Todd Frederick, and I ask for your vote as the Greenville County Republican Chairman.